One of the most influential Philly natives across music,
I like that, Coop.
sports, and entertainment.
I like that,
Your
Coop.
Philadelphia Eagles unofficial hype man, Gillie Da King.
I like that because a lot of people be like, he's the mascot. I'm like, I'm not the mascot.
Ain't no mascot.
Y'all take it a little too far. Like, I don't want to take my guy's job. Like, you know what I mean? But appreciate y'all for having me, man.
How'd you get the nickname Gillie?
I got it from,
Gillie
I
Da
was
King.
always Little Gillie in the hood of North Philadelphia. I used to be Little Gillie from North Philly. But when I started rapping, I was always intrigued by this movie called Young Guns and Billy the Kid. He was a smooth-faced gangster that looked like he was young, but he really wasn't that young. And I was very intrigued by that, so I went with Gillie the Kid when I decided to start rapping.
So it was Gillie Da Kid.
And then,
And
when
then I
it
grew
changed-
up. At some certain point in time, I had to become a man, you know? So I figured I'd change it to the King.
So, like, what was it like growing up in Philly?
It was rough, man. Philly is one of the poorest cities in the country. You know what I mean? That's why the Eagles mean so much. Like, I don't think you guys understand that when the Eagles lose, it really feel like a third cousin died.
Wow.
Like, you don't get over it until Wednesday. Like, Thursday, you're like, when y'all win, oh my God, y'all seen the parade.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen anything
wow.
like
Nothing
that?
like that.
Never in my entire life.
Not even on
And
TV.
I've always,
at other. Like,
I've always
parades.
wanted to play for a passionate fan base. Now that wasn't. I just want people to come to the games, like be excited.
All right.
Hey, these people.
The fact that you brought up the passionate fan base, I'm gonna start this off right here, because I do a live stream during the Eagles games, Gillie on Sports, and 2 years ago I was a little critical on RB. I was. So I'm a man of accountability. I apologized to you several times.
Absolutely.
I said, players fuck up too. I fucked up. And last year you proved that you were everything that you said you was. You know what I'm
man.
saying? So, I want to apologize to you because I threw a little mustard on your jacket 2 years ago. I put a little couple stains on your jacket. But you cleaned it up. You too tired on
I
that.
gotta keep it clean though.
He kept it clean.
Tied stick on there. Got it
I
right
seen him.
on.
I had to apologize. I said, I'm sorry. Players fuck up too. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate that though.
Yeah, man.
like
But y'all did y'all thing this year, man. Cool. Let me ask you a question. Well, are you from Iowa?
I'm from Iowa, from small town Iowa.
In college, I played a basketball tournament in Dubuque, Iowa.
Dubuque.
Yes.
Where's that at?
It's on the other side of the state, but I know where Dubuque
Okay.
is. I've been there. Yeah.
So coming from Iowa to a fucking fast city like Philadelphia, what was the most shocking thing to you?
Yeah, I think just the amount of people like that are out here and the traffic. Like in my town, I got 980 people in my town. So you got
That's
you go.
crazy.
That's crazy.
You want to go
Crazy.
You want to go somewhere that's 20 miles away? It's gonna take you 20 minutes. You know,
Mile
here
a
it's
minute,
it's
baby.
not like that. Growing up, I played AAU basketball,
Oh, okay,
so like
yeah.
I've been to a lot of the big cities, been around there. So it was a little bit of an adjustment, but because I never lived outside of Iowa, I've only been to other big cities, but it was a little bit of an adjustment, but it's
When I was putting out the videos during my live streams and I was calling you Cooper DeJean it was like early in the season. Was you like, what the fuck is he talking about?
No, I saw it. I mean, I think people started doing it after I got drafted,
Yeah, I think so.
and then you started saying it, and then it kind of took off a little bit there.
That's sick, though.
So,
That's a sick
yeah, it is.
thing.
But did you know what it like? Did you have any thought like what are they talking about?
Yeah, no, I had an idea. We were talking about our favorite Philly slang last time, and we said,
So how do you say it?
Yeah, we were saying
John.
John.
Yeah.
John.
John.
We were
That
saying
could be
like,
any
I sound like
John.
John.
Yeah, that could
I
be.
got a lot of hate off that.
You could. That could be anything now. Anything.
Good, bad.
John.
In between.
Anything.
John.
You know what I mean? You could be talking about a girl. You could be talking about a car. You could be talking about a sneak. Yo, them John's crazy right there. It could be anything. That's the
love that.
beauty in it.
How did it start though? Is it just
I don't. That's a hell of
grew
a. I
up
don't
saying
know
it?
who was the first person that said that shit.
Is it a word in the dictionary, you think?
No, it better
Probably
not
not.
be.
That's hilarious, though.
So where in Philly did you grow up?
North Philadelphia, Erie Ave.
You're like an icon in Philly
are.
now.
You know what's crazy is that I've been in the Eagles locker room. If you look 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I was down there talking to the players.
I was there. Talking to Reed, I was there.
Everybody, like, if you go back to when we first won the Super Bowl in 2017, 2018,
Yeah.
I'm fucking crying, real tears on Instagram. like, so my fan base, they been knew like Gillie is like the ultimate. He lives and dies about the Eagles, really the Sixers, the Flyers, the Phillies, the Wings, the Soul, LaSalle, Temple, Villanova, Drexel. I'm a Philly guy, true and through.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. That's tough.
when y'all
Yeah.
win, it's like, bro, you don't understand. This was like one of the greatest years of my life.
We were talking to Saquon. Where do you think this team ranks all time?
This team was definitely the greatest Eagle team.
Not just the Eagles. We're talking like out of any
Yeah,
team.
as any team. That's.
You think it's top 5?
It got to be top 5 because when you look at what we did in the postseason, scoring the most points in postseason history. I mean, come on, man. We was putting up 55 burgers on people. You know what I mean? And
Makes
then,
us feel a lot better,
and then we
too.
get to the Super Bowl and the great Patrick Mahomes. And he is great. You know what I mean? I just got a little couple shots out there. His dad, he said he was smoking that Philly pack. I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? But they didn't even get the ball, I don't even think, past the 50-yard line in the first half. So and then who really gave us a shot? They said everything but the right things. Jalen Hurts a running back. He can never do it. He kiss the fucking ring. He did it.
He did do
So,
it.
you know what I mean? When you look at that, nobody ever said one of the greatest memes ever is when Jalen is walking into that arena and he walking past that TV and he just happened to look up and it all said Kansas
All
City,
red.
Kansas City, Kansas City. He said,
That was
"Come
early in the
on,
week.
man,
I think that was
that was media night.
everything.
That was crazy.
That was,
Yeah.
and another thing that was everything when Jordan Mailata was saying they can't fuck with you, they can't fuck with you. He said, "I know." That was cold.
Hey, one
that was so legendary. Like,
He got aura.
man.
You got so much aura.
Aura. Yeah, he got
He's-
some.
he's tough.
Let me ask you guys a question. How hard is it to get ready for this year when you already at the top? Early in your careers, too. I'm talking about, man, you didn't even get a chance to taste the NFL. He's a champion.
That is
Like,
crazy.
That's
think
crazy.
I
You
know.
walked into a ring.
I think it, like my mindset, like it only makes you want it even more. Like want
Yeah.
another one even more.
And
Like to get back to that moment. Like especially this city. Like you don't want to let this city down. And just I think winning it my first year, that's all I know now, and it makes me want it that much more.
like
I think
the climb
coming into it.
to get to that point.
Yeah,
But when we were 2-2,
yeah.
it was it was like what this
Right.
is 23. Well, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Go to bye week and it's just game after game, just practice meetings. We just put that in our mind.
Yeah.
And we faced so much adversity, even though we were winning, we were on the stretch. That was still challenging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we get to the Super Bowl, we do it, we win it, and we're like, I like the climb to get here. Let's do
Yeah.
it again. You
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
So I think we're handling, the success part. Because it's easy to
Right.
handle losing and adversity and all that.
Right.
Like that's what we are prepared to do. You
Right.
know? You have a lot of success in your life. You got to flip the script.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
but we
you
got
said
to do it,
last
man.
year was a little quiet. Now you come out there, Reed, we love
absolutely.
you. You like,
Absolutely. It's like, where were you? Who's that? But no, man, it's I'm telling you, it's different. Like,
It's different, right?
The locker room, I feel like, hasn't changed.
and you know what? Watching y'all play last year, what I got from y'all is that you guys enjoyed playing with each other. It was like we had the right amount of young players, medium-aged players, and older players that was like, y'all, like every time you get an interception, everybody's. Can you do something? Everybody's. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you can tell. And we had teams before where it wasn't like that. It would be like somebody was scoring, it would be him and somebody celebrating, or everybody else running to the sideline. It was like you seen the excitement on your face about everything and every play that everybody made. You know what I mean? It's so legendary when he jumped over and got backwards. You're on the sideline
Like
Everybody on the sideline was going
like,
crazy.
I have never witnessed anything like that before. I'm a grown man. I've been playing the sport for a long time.
Right.
I have never seen that in my entire life.
Right.
But
And
I think it just shows like how much we love watching each other like do our thing on the
Have
field.
success.
You know?
But Coop,
you are living out your dream.
let me ask you this, Coop. Because it's funny that y'all provided me on a podcast and I'm interviewing y'all. I'm more of a fan of y'all than y'all would ever be of me. Like, you got an interception in the Super Bowl on your birthday off of Patrick Mahomes and returned it for a touchdown. When the Super Bowl was over, was you like, God, like, do I got any more blessings coming? Because like you gave me all my blessings in one game. Like bro,
Dude, I hope
that
there's
is
more.
unbelievable when you think about it.
I know. I don't even think I've understood like the magnitude of that moment. And I don't know if I'll like be able to understand it until like my career is over someday.
That's a great story.
And Mahomes is in the Hall of Fame, and you look back on that moment, it's just
That
crazy.
play,
It's crazy
bro.
to
You
think
know,
about.
it's the BG with Tom Brady play.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
You know, it's gonna be one of those.
That,
No, it already is
It's
one of
already
those.
is.
that and the dagger. Yeah.
I want to thank you guys because you guys played a major role in one of the greatest moments of my life.
What was your reaction to the news yesterday?
I mean, I
Contract
just think that he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you've done nothing but win, like Nick's been the coach for. We've been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to understand when you go back to the week when we was 2-2, when you go back to week 4, right? They was talking about we need a new coach, man. Think about that. They try to throw that man and Jalen Hurts in the grave and throw dirt on their asses so many times. But Nick just keep popping up out that grave. He wiped the
There he
dirt
is.
off him and Jalen. You know what I'm saying?
Win after win after win.
So when you got somebody like that, man, you got to reward him. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Just
I
like,
think,
you know, he's going to get rewarded.
Yeah.
You're going to get
Yeah.
rewarded. We got great players they deserve and great coaches. And one thing about that people don't speak on, right? Every year since college, Jalen Hurts had a different offensive coordinator, man.
Yeah.
Imagine how difficult that is playing a quarterback. You a safety. If you had a different defensive coordinator
Yeah,
every
it's-
year,
I mean, it's
wouldn't that be kind of...
it gets
tough,
weird. It gets tough because you try to learn all these different schemes and then you don't have any consistency, and it's like, oh, I gotta learn the playbook again. Like I don't want to think when I'm out
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's with every position. I know quarterback will probably be way more intense.
Yeah.
But just from kind of my experience, yeah, it's tough.
when you're
'cause-
playing in a new defense too,
Yeah.
it takes you a few games
yeah.
to get
'Cause you-
used to playing in that
'Cause
scheme.
you want to hear, like, in your head, you're like, okay, what's the coach about to call?
Right.
Like trying to get on that same page. And when you don't have any like path to follow,
Right.
that's how I like to do it. Then
Right.
I'm just lost.
Right.
You know, but if I kind of understand, okay, this is what he likes to do,